Okay, in this video, we want to use the double bucket method to analyze the 4% rule. Just simply click on the variable annuity calculator on the website. The 4% rule states that you can withdraw 4% of your principal per year adjusted for inflation. And if you invest your money 50% stocks and bonds over a 30-year span, your money should last during that duration. So we're going to leave a 30-year span here with the retirement age of 65, termination age is 95. First thing you want to do is clear out the calculator, and then we're going to go ahead and put our 50% of bonds and 50% stocks and go ahead and duplicate that 20-year column. We don't care about the average return. We don't use that when we're doing a fixed rate of return. So now you've got all your time buckets set up. Now what you want to do is compute the annuity table. Your annuity table, like I said, we're going to ignore the DBIF because we're not using that as a return. We're going to withdraw 4% instead. You'll notice that on all years of duration or all years of retirement, you're taking out 50% bonds and 50% stocks. So now what you can do is you come down to the next window here and you want to click the fixed option and leave this at 4%, and we're going to analyze this over history. Okay, so it'll take a few seconds for the data to generate, but what we're going to look at is the performance of the 4% rule over all prior 30-year spans starting in 1972. And we're going to assume a starting principal of $1 million. Okay, that data is generated now. This first span starts in 72 and runs through 2001. This column here is the actual withdrawal amount that gets adjusted by inflation each year. And then the next column is the inflation adjusted amount. And as you would expect, this sticks at 40,000 because it's inflation adjusted. The next two columns are the gain loss in your account and the year ending balance. So if we go down to the end here, the interesting item is how close are you with respect to principal at the end. And here we ended with a safe amount of a little over $1 million. As you go through some other of these spans, you may see spans that do get down close to 0 at the end. You'll see other spans. This span here went down to $565,000, so it was starting to trend down. You'll see some other spans, though, where the ending balance is quite high. And in fact, this one right here, the ending balance is over 8 million. So there's quite a variance there on the ending balance. So now what you can do, you can start doing some experiments with a 4% rule. First off, you could do, let's say, a 5% rule. How does that perform over history? I think you'll find a couple spans when you do that will actually run out of money at 5%. And obviously you can change your savings amount and do that. You can also go up here to the calculator now and change your 20-year column. Let's say you want to throw some gold in there, let's say 10% gold, and knock that bond amount down to 40%. Again, duplicate that column and do some experiments there to see how the 4% rule behaves with a different asset mix. And also you could say, well, how does it perform over a longer time frame? Let's say an starting age of 60, and we go for 35 years. So anyways, you can do those type of experiments and see how the 4% rule may behave. Another interesting thing might just go to the defaults of the double bucket allocation, where your allocations change in each one of these time buckets. And again, whenever you do make any changes on the calculator, recompute the annuity table, which just takes a second, and then come down here and do your historical analysis. Okay, that concludes this demo. Thank you. At this point in time, we encourage you to go out to the website and experiment with the calculator for your own situation. Thank you for watching.